Welcome to Incredible Tiny Homes. Really, we could call it Incredible Tours, Incredible Tiny Tours here at the property. We are here at Newport at the tiny home community that we have, and we're in the forest. As Randy always calls it, the very coveted forest, because these lots do not get empty. People don't leave these lots. This is something everybody wants to be in the forest. And behind us, we're going to tour this home today, which is a Charleston. And she's added on a porch, and you can kind of see here on the outside of it, and we're going to kind of go around and show you all the details and just everything else.
Well, we started the forest right here. We did our first video of showing everything. Like, okay, we're going to develop this place.
Yep.
And it was right there in the woods where you came out here and followed me with that camera. It's just like,
and that video is still up, and it's still on YouTube. And whenever Randy had the wheel to roll it just a little bit, and I mean, we're talking, it was weeds and briars
and out and everything. It 50 by 60, and that's what
you would have
got.
Never thought that it was going to look like this. There's just no way.
And we finished it with all the doubts that we would never finish it. And since then, we've got 230 more home sites here.
Yep, absolutely. So now, how many lots are in the forest?
72.
72. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I wasn't too sure. But.
That was an amazing feat. And it, what was unique about this property, and you'll see all the rocks that she has because she doesn't want heavy maintenance outside.
Yeah.
Is that this was a factory, a Firestone factory, and there's a landfill in the woods back here, a bunch of tires that were years ago, and you don't see the tires now. And this was an old forest. It was just like,
because this was an old tire factory.
Yeah.
So that's what was around here. This is industrial, so, but it turned out to be something so beautiful, more beautiful, honestly, than what people thought it could be.
There was a bunch of mosquitoes and everything out here, and then we've turned it into a place. 72 homes live here.
72 lots right here at Incredible Tiny Homes. So let's go ahead and show the outside.
Yeah. Now, doing the outside, every house we come in here, it almost like you got to take your time to actually just sit and look, because they keep adding all these things to it, and it's like a work of art for a lot of people. And you can see our figurines, and Lord, it's almost like we're at Dollywood.
I was about to say Dollywood, because whenever I seen the bear right here, but you will see stuff like this at Dollywood with all the rocks and all the statues, and then she has got the perfect theme with the metal and with the wood and everything. It just fits the forest theme right here. And of course, black, that's just a hot color right now for any kind of exteriors, interiors, black, white, the tan kind of beige kind of colors. That's really popular right now. And black houses used to be a big no-no, a big forbidden thing. Nobody did a black house. Well, the only ones that had them was like the Munsters and, people like that. The
Munsters.
The Addams family.
Tobacco barn.
Yeah, exactly. The Addams family and stuff like that. So nobody painted their house black.
Yeah.
So that's a very trendy thing.
When you come up with that?
Well, I come up with colors for us a long time ago. So that was about 3 or 4 years ago. And I was like, black, that was my favorite color. That was my favorite color package that you got to choose for the model homes, and it's still on there. So you can still pick a black house.
Yeah, and then she's got her own barn metal for the skirting. And that's what's really cool about skirting, is you never have to have anything fancy. You don't need stone, and you don't need these things. It's just old dilapidated barn metal, and it keeps the wind and the cold air out in winter, and it keeps
keeps rusting and keeps looking just more and more. I think it looks better every year that you have it.
Oh, yeah. Amanda, let's walk just around here just for a second and show. She cheated and got 2 sheds. I'm gonna haul this one off.
No, you are not.
And then
I'm not touching her shed.
But this was her tongue box. So this is her tongue, where we towed it here. And she's decorating that up. I am so sorry. Yep.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Now this is nice to hide it.
Yes.
Because, there's no way that you can leave a tongue, the tongue out here and it look attractive. It's just not.
I know.
It's just not.
We thought about cutting them off, but
but you need them to pull them out if you need to pull them out and all that stuff. So I wonder, and we'll ask her whenever we get in there, if this is going to be like a porch. Is it going to be like where she puts steps and it goes up here and you actually sit on it? Maybe not. I'm not sure. It looks beautiful. I love it. She's got storage outside. And you can see the lot, how big the lot is that we come up on here. This is not an RV lot. Like, you know, at an RV
Right,
park, you know,
right.
you just go into the lot and it's just enough basically for the house. You have more room here.
This is a 50 by 60. Yep, it sure
50
is.
by 60.
Good. I'm gonna ask her how in the world did she carry that wheel right there and lean up against her. She's nothing but 100 pounds, you know.
Well, listen, she's very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guarantee she put it up here herself.
Well, let's go in there and visit with her.
Yeah. I love wind
Rocks.
chimes. I love
Rocks.
paths. I love all that.
Ain't no way she did all this.
And look at all the solar lights that she has. Look at this. That doorbell. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Good.
Oh, this. Well, I
Come
don't
on
have to go any further than right here, honestly. Look at this at her porch.
Curtains on the porch.
Yeah, lights. Melody, if you swoop around through there, my. Oh, we've come and invaded your space.
Yes, isn't it nice?
This
That is so comfy.
beautiful, and that is
Good
gorgeous.
This is what this is the deck I wanted.
Here, I'm going to give you this microphone.
This is beautiful.
Thank you. Most of these are things I brought with me, and I have lots of more odds and ends tools that I just have to go through and rotate.
You had to come sit with me on the love seat.
I brought that with me.
Oh.
It was a the
Is that a baby
teenagers-
bed?
It is. It's
Look.
in the 1920s.
Look at that.
And it's sturdy and it's heavy.
Oh
And then
my goodness.
I had them make panels out of my barn wood so I wouldn't put so many holes in the house.
oh my
And so I could
goodness.
rotate it and make it someplace happy.
Everywhere you look, I'm glad you said that because everywhere you look on this porch, you will be happy. I look here, this makes me happy, this makes me happy, this makes me happy. Look at all this.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Look, just sit down in the middle, kind of push that over.
It ain't gonna be too,
No.
I'm not too heavy.
Sit down.
She has it.
Isn't that comfortable?
How's that feel?
Yeah, it's, oh.
Here, prop your feet up on that and you can push it. And
Well, I'm done. Randy,
We'll just leave her right there.
Randy, do you see this little dog?
Oh, yeah.
You know how they have their little tongues out?
oh,
It's a-
she has no teeth.
Bless her heart. That's how those, is she one of those little crest?
No,
Not one of
she's
those?
just old.
She's just old.
She's a
Look at her little, look.
a long coat chihuahua.
Oh,
Her little tongue out. Bless her heart.
Anyway,
This is comfortable, Randy.
it is very, but well, I don't know. I think it's for up to close to 200 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it comfy?
This is so comfy.
This rocking chair was the first item
Can't
of
see her.
furniture my husband and I bought right after we got married, before we knew we were already pregnant with our first child.
What year?
1960, that would have been 65.
1960.
Well, it might have been early 66 when we bought
Yeah.
it, but we got married in
Wow.
65.
You've kept that in good shape.
Oh, it's been all different colors and different rooms, but I like to rock.
I love it. Now, how different is this house from the house that you had before you came here?
Well-
Was it more modern? Was it any kind of country or any kind of
It was
woodsy?
shabby country.
Was
and
it?
I had we had tools everywhere and things for people to guess what they were. And,
Oh, that's cool.
and we had some original art that different people we knew did.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but most of that stuff, my kids took what they wanted. And I kept a few things that were, when you go in, the whole house is full of
Memories.
That's right. See,
Nice.
that's how I
Back
live.
to my great grandmother.
Because when you walk
Yeah.
in, you want to be able to see something that either your kids made or your husband had or something like that. That's what it is to walk around in your home and enjoy your
Yeah.
home and enjoy your memories of what you've done your whole life.
Not everybody would want to decorate like I do.
They
but
don't.
That's why I always knew it was going to be black, because I wanted shabby country. I decorate
Yes.
shabby country, and I'm too old to mow and weed eat. And so the only thing to do was put down gravel.
Well, that's what we were talking about. And it's like, everybody always calls this the rock house. So,
Yeah.
because it's right here on the corner. The way you decorate it is absolutely beautiful. And I'm sure having the screening and everything like that helps with the insects and,
have
things like that.
Yes, I have a fan down there and a fan here, and I have 2 heaters too, so I can turn that on and, get.
Because you can close the curtains in the fall and the winter time.
This space, I actually came with a custom build I was going to have built, and then when you came out with these, I switched to this.
Mm-hmm.
I like this regular stairs, Although I wish they were at the end so I had a bigger bathroom, but
Mhm.
I function in the bathroom.
Of course, yeah.
It's just me.
Yeah, it's just, I was going to say it's one
It might
person.
be
Yeah.
harder for a couple, but it's okay. And the back bedroom is just a closet and an office. And
Mm-hmm.
someday when I can't manage stairs, I can move downstairs.
Yep, exactly. Well, this is beautiful outside. So it's stuff that you collected. You go to the antique stores, or it's stuff you already had.
Most
That you-
of it. Some of it I purchased here, but most of these.
Most of it you already had.
Yeah, and in storage, and I always had the ideas of this being like just an extension of the house, because when you open that door, you just feel like you're in another room.
I absolutely love it.
And
And
very, very little rain, even when it's raining hard, gets in here with those sides.
well, and how nice it's about to be fall here, and it is so beautiful here in East Tennessee with the fall, and you get to sit out here and enjoy it with the cooler
I sit in
temperatures.
that chair a lot when I'm sitting out here.
This is so nice. So, are we ready to go inside?
Ready.
I'm ready.
Hopefully, it feels like welcoming.
Exactly.
I'll just push that
I
under
wanna
there
flip
and
that
then
on
it's
you.
away.
All right, we're gonna let you lead the way.
Come on, Lucy.
My goodness, Brad.
Oh my!
My goal is that you feel like you're in a home, not a tiny house.
Wow.
All the stained glass inside are things I did years ago, and the
Wow.
lamps I made.
Okay, so this is a first for us. Whenever coming in, I've not seen one of the houses, a Charleston, a Birmingham, or anything set up quite like this. So we've got the two chairs here. There's not a sofa, there's not a couch, but there is so much room, and it's enough for a couple of people to visit here. You could bring out another chair in here.
Two behind the blanket rack or two
Yes, right
folding
back
chairs,
here.
and I
Mhm.
have 4 more outside
Yeah.
and another one in the office. So,
Yeah.
Wow, I mean, this is
That
like
is-
a full living room.
Oh, it's a full living room.
My grandchild did that one. That was in my home growing up.
Randy,
I did that collage.
look at this here. This is me right here. I do stuff like this all the time. I'll go to the woods, get a stick, and I'll either use it
All of
for.
them. I did this
for
in
the
my last
curtains?
home too. And
Yeah.
even the bathroom is.
It's perfect. I've done it as a shower curtain and everything. I've done the same thing. Randy, swoop around. Look at the saw blade up on the
Oh
top.
yeah, that's Washington State.
That is very cool.
There's yoke too.
Yes, I have one of these in my barn. Is this not something? I
Yeah.
love it.
In that chair, that's perfect up there. I still have a window.
Mm-hmm. You have the shoe shine thing where you hold the shoe.
I had to get rid of a lot of that, but I kept a few pieces of it. And I always use wooden boxes for
That would be hard to part with. Love it.
this.
Wow.
Almost all my grandchildren ate in this high chair. My mother's best friend even poured the porcelain to make those dolls. for her.
No. This is such a display. This is such a nice thing for me because I've talked about it before, how often I go to Morristown and I go to Jim's Variety Mall there on the corner in Morristown, downtown. This is what it looks like. The booths, they will decorate them so beautifully like this with all these antiques. This is what it feels like coming into her home. Very warm, very, a lot of conversation, like what's this piece and what, how did this?
There's
So
a
you, conversation
That
piece.
is the only brand new car we ever owned in 1975.
Aw, look at that.
Pinto station wagon.
Look at that.
Just a regular and no air conditioning. We traveled from Texas to Washington State. And, that. And this was by my front door for about 40 years.
Wow.
It's a 1920s Art Deco period hall tree.
This was a big thing back in the day. When you walked in, you had an entryway, and you hung up the men would hang up their hat and their coats, and the ladies and stuff, and you did that, and that kind of went away for a while, but it's came back with a big time now.
And then
Wow.
my dishes are up there because I could have never reached my
Show
micro
us your
convection.
kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah, look here. So her fridge is at the end here.
I
So
put it
her
in.
fridge is not down here. It's
I
here.
put it there because I didn't have any room for any of my coffee stuff. You'll see when you get to that end of the kitchen. There's also It's a take on your Randy rack. This is a little cheap one, and this was left over from putting that up.
Perfect. It's got everything you
But
need,
it
and
blends-
it's on wheels.
And it blends right in.
Oh my gosh. I love this color.
We just had that for a light stain when I had my handy girl work
Yeah.
here.
And it doesn't take that much
And
to
then
do
I
it.
put the backing up there. And,
That's beautiful. That's just so, it just matches
and
so well.
I had this made so it fits over and won't wiggle, and
That's
to have
really
a little more
nice.
space.
I love it. All this matches so good. The white, the gray, the black, all of it just goes perfect. So down here,
All right, I needed.
instead of having a fridge, you've got this.
Here's
Explain
my
what you got.
micro-convection, and it's heavy. However, that's my espresso maker.
Look at her coffee station and her
yeah.
microwave.
And then here's tea, coffee, and more stuff. But these all pull out, and they plug in behind.
That looks great. Do you have a functioning drawer down here
Yes.
as well?
Yeah, I keep my plastic bags.
And all these come out.
Yeah, and
Paper towels.
everything. It has a place, and boy,
And to have everything, if you can't have it on the surface, then you start looking at your walls and going up. And that's what you've done here.
Yeah.
Having this simple bar right here.
I had that in my other house.
I mean, you just put it up there, screw it up there. So functional, so neat looking. Because
they don't take up room in the
no,
drawer.
and industrial goes just about with anything anymore, especially the decor that you have going on.
That little sifter, the grater, were wedding presents.
I was going to
from
say,
my
how old are those?
wedding presents from my grandmother.
Wow.
And that cup I drank out of as a child in my grandparents' house.
My mama always had a dipper.
Oh, and that rolling pin was
that
the
hung
wedding.
on the window. It was a dipper that you just got to dip and then you put it back up.
Yeah.
Now this is interesting because a lot of people have these tiny house. People are interested in these Berkeys. So
Yeah.
do you like yours?
Yeah. Yeah, I got it in the other house, so I've had it about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have those and they absolutely love them. Can we see your bathroom?
Oh,
What
yeah.
is it? Because this looks,
They're all wired differently.
wow, look at this.
Anyway, yep.
Randy, can you see that?
That has some antiques in it too. On the top, that's my dad's and my husband's Old Spice bottles.
Aww.
And on that side, that's my dad's shaving mug.
Oh, my dad had one of those.
And one of my daughter-in-laws painted that little rock
I
for
remember
me.
the Old Spice being like that.
And then in here, I have storage, and that comes on Amazon as you put it together and in white and black, and you have a full medicine cabinet.
So that came from Amazon. That looks antique.
And I know it went with everything I was
It
doing.
sure does.
And then I got a little beauty light strip and ran it up
Perfect.
there so I have more light right over me. And then
you have one of the showers. It's what is that, the 30-inch or 32?
oh, that's small enough.
Yeah, 32. Yeah. Is it 32? Yeah.
And then you can see in here that I have a black shelf with everything organized. Oh, that's just
Beautiful.
a shower.
Oh my! Well, I was not expecting to turn around and see this.
This is my.
All right.
And
So
the lights.
where is your lights?
This is my closet.
Oh my
And
goodness!
the lights in here, guys.
You have to. I've not
I had
seen.
to purge 4 times to get into that.
Oh my
Close-up.
goodness! I have not
But
seen.
this is the way I use it now. And up there was at my house too. I need to get one more star, but that's the whole family history that goes along with the star for the grandchildren, the children,
Oh.
and goes over to.
Is this you?
Yeah, that's my husband.
Oh
on
my
our
gosh!
wedding day. And then finally, I always had stars in my house, so I've got. And a granddaughter made the little embroidered things for all the states. of
Who
the
is
family.
this?
That was my grandmother, either on her wedding day or her 16th birthday.
Wow!
And her name was Bertha Helen Keller, and then Meyer when she got married.
Really?
Yeah.
You have number one. Here's the sticks again.
They're all-
Going with the thing.
they're
I do.
always sick. I walked
the
back
same
to the
thing.
dogs and would drag home sticks.
I always, me and you do the same thing on this. This is so impressive because this right here is like one of my bedrooms since my son moved out. I turned into a closet and it's like this, and it's a smaller bedroom. It's probably about this size, and so you have this is an antique.
I brought that with me. Yeah, that's a 1920s mission period dresser, and it holds a lot.
Now those right there. So did they used to lock? Is those keys?
Yes, those were the old. Everything was in there, and lots of little things. Everything, that little music box was my grandmother's. A granddaughter painted that. a
Oh.
daughter-in-law gave me that. And this was in the grandchildren's bedroom. That
Really?
little folds down, and I can actually fold both sides and push it over
Wow.
there. But my trash can has to be in here.
So you could do, like, if you wanted to do, you could, like, you do your study, your Bible study.
Mhm.
You could do a laptop if you wanted to. You could do whatever you wanted
Yeah.
to in this room.
Craft, you name it. It
A
can-
craft,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And this right here, and all your clothes.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and put now that I have a bigger shed, I'm gonna
Mhm.
move it and just do seasonally in
Yeah.
here. And that it won't be quite as full then.
It is so nice and so functional. And then over here, is that another closet?
That's the washer dryer.
The washer dryer, that's
There's my
right.
printer down. I mean, my shredder.
Your
The
shredder.
printer lives on the washer dryer. It always has. There's a hook there to hold it up.
Look at that.
So it's a combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I had it in the other house, and then I put
Look at the
lots of
storage you
there,
have.
and- yeah.
And of course, this is smart. Anything like with tiny, even in a regular house, but
Well, this
tiny
is for
houses
solar,
specifically. That's
and
great.
this actually expands. So
And it goes over the door. It's perfect.
Yeah. And it'll fit even on this door. You know,
So
put
now,
it over there.
this was just a surprise to not see a bedroom down here, but this is such a functional room. This can be a craft room, this can be an office, and it serves as a closet as well, and the laundry room. So you got really four
And
rooms
it
in
makes
one.
the house feel bigger when you look down here
yeah.
and see an open space.
Absolutely. Well, this is beautiful, and to have your memories out to get to see
Told you,
them.
the house is full of memories. This I bought here, and it was just somebody made it, and
That's
literally
pretty.
the doors won't. But unless you do that, but
They're
I
beautiful.
just had it painted and shabby chic,
Yes.
and so it would fit in, and white
Beautiful.
doesn't take up visual space
No.
like that does.
No. And having the white, when you have the backdrop of the white, you can put anything in front of it because you got a blank canvas, and it's not going to look too dark and too crowded
And
or anything. That white brings
The
it out.
curtains I got here, but a lot of these things, the wooden crates up there I had,
Mm-hmm.
the other ones I need to go through, but yeah. And then
This is really
everywhere
beautiful.
you look, there's a memory.
Well, now
So
we're
I-
about to go upstairs and see where she sleeps, but you can see right there that where she has the
That's so because she likes to get on the pillow and she might have fallen over.
Yes,
The other side
that's right.
doesn't go all the way up. But
And
that's
two-
just chicken wire.
just chicken wire, and then the air goes through it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very important why she has it like that. And plus, I think visually it just looks
Yeah,
great.
but it's just inexpensive chicken wire.
Now this is super cute. A lot of people do this on TikTok. I have seen this, seen it on
Got my
Pinterest.
mouse in the
They
house.
have their mouse in the house and have these little sayings that go up the stairs
That was
right there,
one
Randy.
big piece. I just cut it apart.
I'll walk up here and you can follow it up and see.
Yeah.
See the names. The railing, so important.
And the stainless
To add on there.
there's mine too.
Oh yeah. you
Oh
got
my goodness.
It's a foo-foo girl's
It is a
bedroom, isn't
foo-foo
it?
girl bed. It is perfect. You're absolutely going to love it. The homemade quilt.
No,
Did you
that-
buy
I
it?
bought it actually when I was home in Washington at Christmas, and that is a full-size bed. And for anyone that only has about a 6-inch mattress,
Look at
base, you can use a twin spread, and
Mm-hmm.
it'll cover a full bed.
Absolutely. Now, what's behind? What's the
Go
Oz
look
curtain?
For yourself.
What is it?
Go look for yourself.
I can't crawl over. I'm in a dress, Barbara.
Randy could crawl over there.
It looks like the Oz curtain on Wizard of Oz.
It's my toilet.
No, it's not.
It's
Stop
a porta
it.
potty.
Really?
No,
Yes.
it's not.
Yes, because I have to have a gate up to come down, and I don't have to walk up and down the stairs that often then.
Everybody, there, right there is a
That's why I
potty.
Isn't that cool?
That
And
is
if
a.
you want to crawl over there and open it, you can see. I don't mind.
All right, then I'm gonna crawl
Randy's
over.
got to do it. Listen, you've got a challenge going for him.
Right?
All right, I'll sit down.
Good. I'm gonna leap over.
We've got to see this. You've tempted us too much now.
Yep.
And then I just bring it.
I'm gonna test her bed.
She did not approve that, Randy.
You know what? She said, "Get over there." Whatever means you can.
She didn't say lay down on the bed.
No other side. It's the other way.
Oh
Of
my
course.
gosh.
And there's the lube.
No way.
Oh, she's used it.
Rick, stop.
No, it's clean.
Here, Randy, show it over there.
Goodness.
No, you have not.
Yes, I have.
No.
I'm gonna report her to the owner. And she's got splash metal right there, Amanda.
Do you know how many people are going to want to do this now?
Because it makes it safe to sleep.
Well,
upstairs.
so you're going to have to tell us about where did you get this?
Oh, I got it off of Amazon.
Oh my
And
gosh, does
the
Amazon-
curtain rod you can get on Amazon. It's flexible and you can bend it any shape you want it. And it comes with the little hanging hooks. And then I just put some little decorative beads. And I have a piece of barn metal in the back so you wouldn't see out if you were downstairs.
Your bedroom is amazing. And then to see a toilet up here, that is nothing but a win-win.
That's cool.
That is a nice, we did not know that at all.
Well, I got a really cheap one. It's only about $30, $35. And the bucket has a lid and a handle, so it comes down. You know, when you pick it up, it levels.
So can you can you tell them how much you get paid for that one on Amazon?
About $35.
That's all?
It's a real simple, inexpensive one, and I just carry it down, take it to the bathroom.
Well, I'll tell you
clean it,
what,
put
you've
it in the
cracked the
sink.
code because listen, the majority of the people have to get up in the middle of the night.
1 to 3 times.
Exactly, 1 to 3 times, and they don't want to stay upstairs
I
in the
know,
loft
I know.
because they have to come down at night, and they are afraid that they will fall.
If
So
they're-
that's why a lot of people sleep
And
downstairs.
I put my bed that way instead of that way, but it would be a couple. They might need a bigger mattress.
Exactly.
But yeah, you could put a twin mattress up there and have lots of space.
You know, back in the day, they all had full-size mattresses. That's what it was, and it was closer sleeping, and more kids were born back then.
Yeah, we slept on a
A full-size
when we
bed.
first got there.
You did a full-size
But
bed.
my husband was 6'3", so we
Was
got a
he?
king very quickly.
Boy, you all were like,
I would stand there and look him in the chest. I could never. I mean, it was like this.
it was like that. Well, Barbara, thank you so much for letting us come in. I am pleasantly surprised because this is how I live. Because I know I've showed my house before, and I'll find some out in the woods. It'll be the star of the show in the living room, you know, as soon as I take it in. So I am so about this. I have a barn at the house. I have one of those. I have little tools and trinkets and stuff. And I do the same thing because, number one, I have a bad memory. It helps me with my memory to have my memories out.
Yeah.
And I want to see my mom who's passed. I want to see, you know, the kids when they did stuff when they were in kindergarten. I like those memories.
I like to be around people, and I'll talk to anyone. And I try and be very friendly and a
Yeah.
good example of
Right.
friendliness, especially to new people. But I won't remember your name.
We all understand that. That's okay. I do the same thing.
I'll remember everything else you told me.
Well, thank you so much, and we're so glad to have you here. You have your place looking stunning. So when people come into the property right here, they see some beautiful homes right here, and
Well,
yours is one of them.
And they've done a beautiful job with theirs.
Theirs looks great, and so has
Yeah.
does Sheridan. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Thank you for watching today and going through Barbara's house, the Charleston, and how the Charleston is not how we have it decorated up at the lot. So this shows what you can do with your Charleston or your tiny home. Thank you all. Bye.